spot. So I was chasing him round and round that pen, and I just, for the life of me, just could not get it. But
you pull out your...
live and learn.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
I so want to make a joke every time that happens. Whoops. I ran into the anchor. I so want to make a joke, an inappropriate joke, every time I see that. And I'm going to try and resist as much as I can, just to save you guys the lunacy of me trying to be funny. Whoop, yep, looks like we're already running out of time. I think I might be able to get this done. Let's see. There's a little bit of information that we need to learn. I am now a fly. They're not here. We need the bandits to be here. Oh, come on. Wow, okay.
Now is not...
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell is wearing off.
We are out of time, so we gotta go back to the wizard.
You pull... You feel a...
There's some information from the bandits that we need to learn, and being a fly on the wall allows you to learn that. But if they're going to be annoying and not show up, we'll just have to keep going and try again next time. Some fans of this game probably think this is a little repetitive, a little formulaic, having to go back and forth like this all the time. I really like it. It brings a sensation of... It brings a sense of sort of, you know, doom the whole way through, and it kind of makes you feel like you have to move quickly. You always got to watch that clock. Always. And you always got to make sure everything's back where it's supposed to be. It's really, you know... I mean, the wizard's kind of silly in that he doesn't really notice you moving around at all if he's either sleeping or not around. He gives you an awful lot of freedom, and he really seems to put a lot of faith in you that you're going to be stupid enough not to figure this stuff out.
Manannan eyes you with a snaggle-toothed sneer.
I am ravenous. Fix me something immediately.
Now, I haven't screwed up yet, I don't think, in this recording, and actually been caught with something. But it's really interesting. If he catches you with something, and maybe I'll do it sometime just for fun so you guys can see it. If he catches you with something, the music's a lot different. You can hear this sort of impending doom that's going to happen. It's a little bit different, and of course, then he just zaps you into oblivion.
Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result.
Master?
What is it? Speak quickly, boy.
If I may know, how long have I been here?
The better part of 18 years.
Will I be turning 18 soon?
Yes, quite soon. I have something very special planned for you that day.
Oh.
The story from your predecessor's journal gives you a good idea of the meaning behind Manannan's words. You barely manage to hold back a shiver.
Bum bum bum. Yep, so the game's just telling you again, you gotta move quickly. What's interesting is that, as far as I'm aware, there is no real sort of time limit. I don't think, and someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong, I don't think there's a time limit as far as how long it takes you to do all this. In the original game there was. You only had so much time before you failed. But this time around I think it's a little more nicer on you. Yep, I don't think I've shown it to you guys yet, so I'm gonna be stupid and get caught just to show you what happens. I'm gonna get caught red-handed. I'm gonna take all my stuff and go right up to the wizard and give him a big old middle finger. And we'll see what happens in a second. Yep, here we go.
You'll create no magic around me, Gwydion.
Looks like you were caught red-handed.
And of course, like I've been saying, you are given a quick end if he catches you. So, how about we not do that, and instead just waste a little time until he decides to go back on another trip.
I have decided to take a journey.
He alternates like this over and over. And once again, we are free to move about. So, let's go grab all our stuff and head back down to town and do hopefully what we were trying to do before. Because there's a number of ingredients that we still need. Pull out the old magic map.
You pull out your magic map.
Gonna feel a strange pulling sensation.
You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Alright. So let's try this again. I don't know why it didn't really work. This puzzle that what I'm doing right now is to find out exactly where the bandits' hideout is. Now, in this game, there are two ways you can do this. You can do what I'm doing and overhear
You
them.
overhear snatches of the two bandits' conversation.
Squirmed just like a pig. And that rope you rigged inside that big oak tree works great. Now nobody here will find our hideout. Why? I'll bet you that wizard.
So that is one way to learn of the bandits' hideout location.
Now is...
Keep forgetting that as a fly, I don't have inventory.
So ends my fun.
Your spell is wearing off.
Interesting that he feels a compulsion to land only in that spot, but whatever. I get this already.
You search among the
There we go.
hanging mistletoe until you find a sprig that has dried. You break it off and carry it with you.
I mean, even if you didn't know that certain of these things were ingredients, you know, other than ones in which you have to use an item on an area, you're probably going to figure out at least that it might be useful to take them, especially when they're, you know, glowing blue like that.
Holding the silver thimble beneath a dew-filled flower, you gently tip the flower so its dew runs into the thimble. You move from flower to flower, repeating the process until your thimble is brimming with dew.
So now that we know that the rope is there,
You bend down and look into...
we can use it. If you do not know that the
You
rope is
feel
there,
around
you can't.
inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree.
So
You pull it, and, to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above.
excuse me, narrator. So basically, another way to do that is, whoops, shoot. Ah! Darn it. That's never
After
happened
recovering
before.
from a whack on the head at the hands of the bandits, you stand unsteadily. Taking stock of your holdings, you discover that all of your possessions have been stolen.
Oh